everybody, today we will crochet this knot bag. The written pattern has been linked in the description box below along with the timestamps, so you can skip ahead to whatever part you want. To close this bag, we will just slide the long handle into the shorter one like this. We can also make a shoulder bag or a crossbody bag using the same pattern, and I have explained how in this tutorial. This is a step-by-step beginner-friendly tutorial and we will use a very fast and easy lacy stitch. Hello and welcome to Let's All Crochet. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you are new, please consider subscribing for similar tutorials. So to make this bag, I am using Red Heart Super Saver. We don't need to use exactly the same yarn. We can use any medium weight or weight 4 yarn to make this bag. So this is a weight 4 or a medium weight yarn. It is 100% acrylic yarn. The shade is minty and each skein has 198 grams of yarn or 364 yards or 333 meters of yarn. Other material we will need is a 5mm or an 8 size crochet hook, scissors, measuring tape, a tapestry needle and some stitch markers to attach the handles. Now let's begin. We will start from the bottom part of this bag and continue upwards till we have all these rounds. So we will begin either with a chain 4 ring or a magic ring. For this tutorial, we are going to begin with a chain 4 ring. I have linked the easiest magic ring tutorial on the top right of the screen and in the description box below. Begin with a slip knot. We can make this however we want. Once we make a slip knot, we are going to begin chaining 4. 2 chain, we are going to yarn over first and then pull through this loop. This is our first chain. Yarn over and pull through. This is our second chain. Yarn over and pull through. Our third chain. Yarn over and pull through. This is our fourth chain. Now we are going to slip stitch to this very first chain that we had made to form a ring. So we can see this slip knot here and this is our first chain right after it. So we are going to insert our hook into the top loop of that chain like this. Then we are going to yarn over, pull through the first chain and then we are going to pull through this loop on our hook. So we have made a ring. So this is our ring and I just want to show you we are going to work into the center of the ring which is here. This is not the center of the ring, or this gap that you see is the gap in the chain 1. So we are just going to tug on the slip knot and we will tighten that gap and find the center of the ring, and this is where we are going to work. Even if you have begun with the magic circle, you are going to continue with the rounds same as the chain 4 ring. Let's begin round 1 with a chain 3. Yarn over and pull through 1, 2 and 3. Now this is our first double crochet of this round. We are going to make 11 more double crochet in the center of this ring. So let's make our first double crochet together. We are going to yarn over and then just insert our hook into the center of this ring. Then we are going to yarn over and pull through. We have 3 loops on our hook. We are going to yarn over and pull through 2. Now we have 2 loops on our hook. We are going to yarn over and pull through the last 2. So we are going to continue working over this tail end that we see as we make more double crochets. Let's make our next double crochet. We are going to yarn over first, insert our hook into the center of the string, yarn over and then pull through. We are working over this tail end, yarn over and pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2. In the same way, we are going to continue making double crochets into the center of the ring till we have 11 in all. I will meet you once we finish. So I have reached the end of the round and we are going to count all our double crochets and we are going to have 11, and the first chain 3 that we made is going to make our 12th double crochet. So once we count, we are going to close the center of the ring by tugging on this tail end. So just tug on the tail end till you close the center. And now we are going to join by a slip stitch to the third chain. So this at the bottom here, this chain that we see is the first chain. Then we have our second chain and on the top here we have our third chain. Right after that, we're going to have this double crochet that we made. So in this third chain, we're going to join by a slip stitch. Take your crochet hook and insert it into the third chain. Then we're going to yarn over and pull through the loop on the hook. And this is the end of round 1. Round 2. Begin with a chain 3. So yarn over and pull through 1, 2 and 3. And this is our first double crochet. Now if we tuck this a little bit, we're going to see a small gap here, and in this same stitch we're going to make one more double crochet. So yarn over, just insert your hook into the same stitch that you see here, into this little gap. Yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through the last 2. So we have made 2 double crochets in the very first stitch. Now let's go to the next stitch. So this is our next double crochet, and we're going to make 2 double crochets in it as well. We're going to yarn over, insert our hook into the top of the stitch, so below both the loops of the V, yarn over, pull through, continue making your double crochet, and we're going to go back to the same stitch and make one more. Yarn over, insert, so we have made 2 double crochets in the second stitch as well. This is our third stitch. We're going to make 2 double crochets in it as well. Yarn over, insert your hook below both the loops of the V, make 1 double crochet, yarn over, insert into the same stitch, 2. So in the same way, we're going to make 2 double crochets in all the stitches of the previous round. I will meet you at the end of this round. I have reached the end of the round. If we count all our double crochet, we are going to have 24. Remember to count this chain 3 as a double crochet. So once we finish counting, we are going to join by a slip stitch to the third chain of the chain 3. So what we see at the bottom here is our slip stitch. Then we have our first chain, our second chain and our third chain of the first double crochet. Insert your hook into the third chain, yarn over, pull through and pull through the loop on the hook, and this is the end of round 2. Round 3. We're going to begin with a chain 3, 1, 2, 3. This is our first double crochet. Now into this gap that we see here, or into the same stitch, we're going to make one more double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the same stitch and make your double crochet. Now we're going to go to this next stitch that we see and make a double crochet in it. So yarn over, be careful that you insert your hook below both the loops of the V and make your double crochet. So in this round, in the next stitch, we are going to make 2 double crochet, and in the next stitch, we will make 1 double crochet. In the next stitch 2, in the next stitch 1. So let's make 2 double crochet in this next stitch, 1, and go back to the same stitch, 2. In the next stitch, we are going to make 1 double crochet. So just insert your hook, make 1. In the next stitch here, we are going to make 2 double crochet. This is our first. This is our second in the same stitch. And in the next stitch, we will make 1 double crochet. So now in the same way, we're going to continue till we reach the end of the round. In the next stitch 2, then in the next stitch 1. I will meet you at the end of the round. So I have reached the end of round 3, and if we count all our double crochet, we're going to have 36. This is our slip stitch of the previous round, our first chain, our second chain, our third chain. Insert your hook into the third chain, yarn over, pull through and pull through the loop on the hook. Let's go to round 4. Begin with a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Make a double crochet in the same stitch. So yarn over, go back to the same stitch. Now we are going to go to the next stitch and make 1 double crochet. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, make 1, and go to this next stitch and make 1 more double crochet. In the next stitch, we are going to make 2 double crochets. Yarn over, go to the next stitch, 1, and we're going to go to the same stitch again and make 2 double crochet. Go to the next stitch and make 1 double crochet. Go to the next stitch and make 1 double crochet. So in this round, our pattern is going to be 2 double crochet in the next stitch, 1 double crochet in the next stitch and 1 double crochet in the next stitch. 2 double crochet in the next, 1 in the next and 1 in the next. We're going to continue till the end of the round and I will meet you there. Reach the end of round 4. So in the third last stitch, I've made 2 double crochet. In the second last stitch, I've made 1. And then the last stitch, I've made 1 double crochet. If we count all our double crochets, we are going to have 48. Join by a slip stitch to the third chain. So insert your hook into the third chain and join by a slip stitch. Round 5, begin with a chain 3. 1, 2, 3, double crochet in the same stitch. And we're going to make a double crochet in the next 3. 1, double crochet in the next, and double crochet in the next. So the repeat pattern for this round is going to be 2 double crochet in the next stitch and 1 double crochet in the next 3. So let's do it once. In the next stitch, we're going to make 2 double crochets in the same stitch. So this is 1. Go back to the same stitch 2 and 1 double crochet in the next 3. 1 in the next 1 and in the next 1. So we are going to continue repeating this till the end of the round and I will meet you there. I have reached the end of round 5. We have 60 stitches at the end and we are going to join by a slip stitch to the third chain. Let's go to round 6. Begin with a chain 3. Make a double crochet in the same stitch. And we're going to make a double crochet in the next 4. So make a double crochet in the next, 1 in the next, 2 in the next, 3 and in the next 4. So the repeat pattern for this round is going to be 2 double crochet in the next stitch and 1 double crochet in the next 4. Let's do it once together. In the next stitch, we're going to make 2 double crochet, 1 and 2, and now 1 in the next 4, 1 in the next, so just continue repeating the pattern of 2 double crochet in the next, 1 in the next 4 till the end of the round and I will meet you there. I have reached the end of the round. If we count a double crochet, we are going to have 72. Join by a slip stitch to the third chain of the chain 3. Round 7. Begin with a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. Make a double crochet in the same stitch. And now we are going to make a double crochet in the next 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Make a double crochet in the next. 2, 3, 4 and 5. So in this round, our repeat pattern is going to be 2 double crochet in the next stitch and 1 double crochet in the next 5. 2 double crochet in the next and 1 in the next 5. I will meet you at the end of this round. So I've reached the end of the round and if we count our stitches, we are going to have 84. Join by a slip stitch to the third chain. So this is the end of our very last increase round. From next round, we are not going to increase. Begin round 8 with a chain 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to go to the next stitch and make a double crochet. So we're not going to make a double crochet in the same stitch. We're going to go to the next stitch and make a double crochet in it. Double crochet in the next. Double crochet in the next. And we're going to continue making 1 double crochet in all the stitches till the end of the round. I will meet you there. I have reached the end of the round. Our stitch count remains the same as the previous round, which is 84. Join by a slip stitch to the third chain. The next round is exactly like this round. We are going to begin with a chain 3. Make 1 double crochet in the next stitch. Remember, don't work into the same stitch. Go to the next stitch, make a double crochet. Make a double crochet in the next and make a double crochet in all the stitches till the end of the round, and I will meet you there. So at the end of round 9, we are going to join by a slip stitch to the third chain of the first chain 3. Let's go to round 10. In round 10, we are going to begin our pattern. So we are going to begin with the chain 3. This is again our first double crochet. We are not going to work into the same stitch. We are going to go to the next stitch and make a double crochet in it. Make a double crochet in the next stitch and make a double crochet in the next stitch as well. So counting the first chain 3, we have made 4 double crochets in all. Now we are going to chain 2, yarn over and pull through 1 and 2. Because we have chain 2, we are going to skip the next 2 stitches. So we have worked in this double crochet. We are going to skip this double crochet and this double crochet. In the next double crochet, we are going to make a double crochet. So yarn over, make sure you have skipped 2, and in the next we are going to make a double crochet. And we are going to make a double crochet in the next 3. So make a double crochet in this double crochet, in the next, and in the next. So we have 4 double crochets in all again. So a repeat pattern for this round is going to be a chain 2, 1, 2. We're going to skip the next 2 stitches. So skip this double crochet, skip this double crochet. In this double crochet, we're going to make a double crochet and make a double crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, and 3. Repeat it again, chain 2, skip the next 2, double crochet in the next, and double crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to continue repeating this till we reach the end of the round, and I will meet you there. So I've reached the end of the round. I have made a chain 2, then skipped 2, made 4 double crochet, and now I have 2 double crochets left. So right after the 4 double crochet, I'm going to chain 2 again, 1, 2. I'm going to skip the very last 2 double crochet, and I'm going to jump to the third chain and just join by a slip stitch to the third chain. And this is the end of the round. The next round is a single crochet round. So we're going to begin with a chain 1 this time. And this chain 1 does not count as a stitch. So we're going to go back to the same stitch and make a single crochet. Insert your hook into the same stitch. We're going to yarn over, pull through. We have 2 loops on a hook, yarn over and pull through both. So we made our first single crochet. Go to the next stitch, insert your hook below both the loops of the V, yarn over, pull through. We have 2 loops, yarn over and pull through both. Single crochet in the next, insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both. Single crochet in the next. So now you can see we have reached our chain 2 space. In this space we will make 2 single crochet. So insert your hook into the space like this, yarn over, pull through, yarn over and pull through both. We are going to go back to the same space, so just insert your hook, yarn over and pull through, yarn over and pull through both. So in the same way, make 1 single crochet in all the double crochet and 2 single crochet in this chain 2 space. So let's do it. 1 single crochet in all the 4 double crochet, and once we reach the space, we're going to insert our hook into the space, make 1 single crochet and make 1 more single crochet. So we're going to continue in the same way till the end of the round, and I will meet you there. I have reached the end of the round. So I made a single crochet in all the last 4 double crochet, 2 single crochet in this last space, and then we're going to join by a slip stitch to this first single crochet of the round. So what we see here is a slip stitch, then we have the small chain 1 stitch, and this is our first single crochet. So we're going to insert our hook below both the loops of the V or the first single crochet, yarn over and pull through, and then pull through the loop on our hook. and this is the end of the round. So this is the wrong side because we can see the tail end coming out here, and we're going to take our tapestry needle and just go 3 to 4 times in the opposite direction with it. So I'm going to go like this. Just come back 1 stitch and go like this. Come back 1 stitch and go like this. And once we are sure this tail is firmly weaved in, we're just going to take a scissor and cut it off. Just weaved in my tail end here, and I'm going to turn my bag. This is the right side of the bag. I'm going to continue with the next round. The rest of the bag is going to be very easy. We're just going to continue repeating round 10 and round 11 for pattern. So next we're going to make a 4 double crochet chain 2 round, and then we're going to make a single crochet round. So let's make this repeat one more time. So we're going to repeat round 10. Begin with a chain 3. This is our first double crochet. So we're not going to work into this very first single crochet of the previous round. We're going to go to the next single crochet and we're going to make a double crochet in it. Make a double crochet in the next single crochet. Make a double crochet in the next single crochet. So we want to see that we have 4 double crochets in all. After that we're going to chain 2. We're going to skip the next 2 single crochet, and both these single crochet incidentally are going to lie in this chain 2 space of the previous row. We're going to go to the next single crochet, which is this, and make a double crochet in it. Make a double crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. After that we're going to chain 2. Skip these 2 single crochet, continue with 4 double crochet, and we're going to continue in the same way till the end of the round, and I will meet you there. So I've reached the end of the round. After the 4 double crochet I have chained 2. I'm going to skip the last 2 single crochet, join by a slip stitch to the third chain of the first chain 3 of the round. Next is a single crochet round. So we're going to chain 1, single crochet in the same stitch, and single crochet in the next 3 double crochet. Single crochet 2 times in this chain 2 space, 1 and 2. So we're going to continue the single crochet round in the same way, 1 single crochet in all the double crochet and 2 single crochet in this chain 2 space. I will meet you at the end of this round. So I've reached the end of the single crochet round. I've made 2 single crochet in the last chain 2 space, and we're going to find our first single crochet of the round and join by a slip stitch to it. This is the end of the round. We are just going to continue repeating round 10, which is the double crochet round, and round 11, which is the single crochet round for pattern, till we have the required height of the bag. So I'm going to show you the height of my bag and how many times I have repeated round 10 and round 11. I will meet you once we finish. So I've finished repeating all the rows, the double crochet and the chain 2 row and then the single crochet row, and my bag measures about 11 inches, measuring from the bottom right up to the top. Now let's make the last 2 rounds. So we have made a single crochet round last, and our next round is going to be a double crochet round. But in this round we are going to make a double crochet in all the single crochets. We are not going to leave any gaps like we did in the previous round. Begin with the chain 3. We are not going to work in this first single crochet. Go to the second single crochet, which is this stitch, and we are going to make a double crochet in it. The chain 3 counts as our first double crochet of the round. Double crochet in the next single crochet, and we're going to continue making double crochets in all the single crochets till the end of the round. I will meet you there. So I've reached the end of the round. We're going to join by a slip stitch to the third chain. Our next round, which is the last round, is a single crochet round. So begin with the chain 1, and we know this chain 1 is not a stitch, so we're going to go back to the same stitch, make a single crochet in the next double crochet, single crochet in the next, and continue till the end of the round. We're going to end by a slip stitch. After we end the single crochet round, we're not going to cut the yarn, we're going to continue with the handles. So if you want to make the knot bag, we are going to make it now, and if you want to make a bag with a single long handle or a crossbody bag, you can skip ahead. The timestamps have been linked below. We will start with the short handle. Begin with a chain 2, 1 and 2. For the handles, this chain 2 is going to count as our first double crochet. We will not work in the first single crochet. Go to the next single crochet, make a double crochet. We are going to make 9 double crochet in all. So this is our first double crochet, this is our second. We are going to make 7 more. Four, 5, 6 and 7. So in all we have 9 double crochet. Now for row 2, we are just going to chain 1 and turn our bag. So for the handles, we are working in rows. That's why we have turned our work and we are going to work in this direction. So we know the loop on the hook is not to chain. This is our chain 1 stitch. This does not count as a stitch. Now this is our first double crochet. Make a single crochet in it. Insert your hook below both the loops of the V and make your single crochet. Single crochet in the next. Continue making single crochets in all the stitches till we reach the last. So I've made a single crochet in my last double crochet and now we have our chain 2 stitch. So in the second chain of our chain 2, we are going to make one more single crochet to end this row. You can see this is our first chain and this on top is our second chain. We're going to insert our hook into the second chain and make our last single crochet. And this is the end of the row. If we count from the first single crochet, we are going to have 9. So for our handles, this is all we are going to do. Now we are going to begin a double crochet row and then we will make a single crochet row. So I'll start the double crochet row with you. We will begin with a chain 2. 1, 2. Just turn the work. We're not going to work into the first stitch. We're going to go to the second stitch and make a double crochet in it. This is because the chain 2 counts as our very first stitch. Double crochet in the next single crochet. Continue till the last. We're going to have 9 in all. I will meet you once we finish. So I've reached the end of the row. I have 9 double crochet. Let's go to the single crochet row. We're going to chain 1 and then turn our work. Start working from the very first double crochet. Insert your hook, make a single crochet and continue till the very last. I will meet you at the end of this row. So I've made 8 single crochet and have 1 single crochet left. This is my chain 2 stitch. This is my first chain, this is my second chain. And in this second chain, we are going to make our last or 9th single crochet. I usually go below 2 loops while making my single crochet. Next, we are going to make a double crochet row. We are going to chain 2, turn our work and start working from the next single crochet. Make 9 double crochet in all. So now we are just going to continue repeating these rows. 1 double crochet row, 1 single crochet row and so on till we have about 7 inches for the short handle. I will meet you once we have about 7 inches. I've finished making my handle and we're going to end the handle on a double crochet row. So this is my short handle and it's just short of 7 inches. Now let's continue with the joining of the handle. Now we are going to add stitch markers so that we know where to join our handles. So this is the right side of my bag. We will add the stitch markers to the right side. This is my first chain 2 I made for the small handle, then continued making double crochets. This is where my last double crochet is. From the next single crochet, we are going to count 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. And we are going to go to the next stitch, which is the 9th single crochet and add a stitch marker here. So we are going to bring our stitch marker and add it. This is my first stitch marker. Next, we are going to skip 7 stitches. So we are going to count from our next single crochet 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. And in the next stitch, we are going to add a stitch marker. So now we are going to count 16 stitches after the second stitch marker. So count from the next stitch 1, 2, 3 and so on till you have 16. And in the next stitch, we will add a stitch marker. So after the second stitch marker, I have skipped 16 and in the very next stitch, I have added my next or my third stitch marker. So after my third stitch marker, I'm going to skip 7 stitches and add the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Add a stitch marker in the next. Always count from the next stitch after the stitch marker. Now we are going to add our last stitch marker. So we are going to skip 8 stitches and add our last or the 5th stitch marker. So this is the stitch with the 4th stitch marker counting from the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and in the next one we're going to add our last stitch marker. So now we are still on the right side of our bag and we are going to attach the small handle. We're just going to fold it like this and attach it with the help of the stitch markers. We're going to turn our work, and on this side we can see the first and the second stitch marker that we put. We're going to slip stitch between these two, but we're going to slip stitch on the wrong side. So first we will turn our bag inside out. So just turn the entire bag inside out. And now we are going to slip stitch on the wrong side. You can also sew the bag if you like for a neater finish. I'm going to turn my bag like this so I can crochet in this direction. We're going to start from the very first stitch with a stitch marker. Before we start slip stitching, we're going to chain 1 first. Now insert your hook into the first stitch on this handle. So go below both the loops of the V, and now we're going to go below the stitch with a stitch marker. So go below both the loops of the V of the stitch, then we're going to yarn over, pull through the first stitch, then pull through the second stitch and pull through the loop on our hook. So this is the end of our first slip stitch. Go to the next double crochet on the handle, insert your hook below both the loops of the V, go to the bag, go to the next stitch, insert your hook below both the loops of the V, yarn over, pull through the stitch on the bag and the handle, and then pull through the loop on the hook. So in the same way, we're going to continue making slip stitches. First the handle, then the bag, yarn over, pull through both and pull through the loop on the hook. Till we reach the very last stitch, we're going to have 9 in all. I will meet you there. I finished slip stitching, and if I count all my slip stitches, I have 9. My last slip stitch is going to lie in the stitch with a stitch marker. Now we're going to leave a small tail about 4 to 5 inches, cut the yarn, pull out a loop and then weave the tail end in. We're going to pull out a loop next, so just pull on this loop, and now we will weave the tail end in. Now we have finished attaching the small handle. This is the small handle. For making the long handle, make sure you turn your bag inside out so that the right side faces us again. We're going to start making the right handle at the 5th stitch marker, which is here. So on the same side that we started making the small handle with a chain 2 here, we're going to start with a chain 2 at the 5th stitch marker. We're going to attach the yarn in the stitch with the stitch marker. This is the 5th stitch marker. So just insert your hook into the same stitch like this. Catch the new yarn in a loop form, and we're going to pull it through the stitch. And now we are going to chain 2. This counts as our first double crochet. Double crochet in the next 8 stitches. So starting from this next single crochet, we're going to make a double crochet and continue till we make 8. I will meet you once we finish. Remember, this first chain 2 counts as a stitch. So if we count all our stitches, we will have 9, 8 double crochet and 1 chain 2. Let's go to the next row. Just like the short handle, it will be a single crochet row. So for the single crochet row, we are going to chain 1 and then turn our work. Begin making a single crochet from the first double crochet. Make a single crochet in the next and continue till we have 9 single crochet in all. Our last single crochet is going to be in the second chain of the chain 2 stitch. So every row is going to have 9 stitches. Next we will make a double crochet row. We are going to chain 2, turn our work, make a double crochet in all the single crochet, then a single crochet row. So just like the short handle, 1 double crochet and 1 single crochet row. So we are going to continue repeating the rows till we have about 16 inches. You can adjust the height of the longer handle if you want. I'm going to make mine about 16 inches. I will meet you once we finish. So this is my second handle. When folded, it is about 8 inches. When I open it up, it is 16 inches. Like the short handle, our last row is going to be a double crochet row. This is the right side of my bag. This is the short handle, and these are my 3rd and 4th stitch markers. We're going to attach the handle between the 3rd and the 4th stitch marker. We're going to do it on the wrong side. So turn your bag inside out first. We already know how to attach the handle. Just like the small handle, we'll chain 1 first, insert our hook below both the loops of the V of the first stitch here, and insert a hook below both the loops of the weave of this first stitch marker like this. Yarn over, pull through both these stitches and pull through the loop on the hook. Continue slip stitching across till the end and I will meet you there. So my last stitch lies in the same stitch as the stitch marker. Now we're just going to cut the yarn, pull out a loop and then weave this tail end in. If you want, before weaving the tail end in, you can check the bag, check the fit of the bag, and you can make this handle longer or smaller if you want. Turn my bag inside out now, and to close the bag we're just going to take the long handle, slide it inside the small handle, and our bag is ready. Now to make the cross body bag, we're going to start the handle in the same way as the short handle of the knot bag. So after we finish our last single crochet round, we're going to chain 2 and make 8 more double crochet. So we have 9 in all. Then we're going to make a single crochet row, then a double crochet row. Each row is going to have 9 stitches, just like the short handle and the long handle of the knot bag. So keep making these rows till you have the length of the handle that you want. I will meet you once you finish. So I've finished making the handle and mine measures about 38 inches. Yours may be longer or shorter depending on how you want the bag to fit. Now to attach the handle for this bag, we're going to use stitch markers again, but it's going to be very easy. So counting from the next stitch here, this is where we started our chain 2 to make the handle. Counting from the next stitch, we're going to count 33 stitches, and in the next stitch, in our 34th stitch, we will add a stitch marker. Turn your bag around and we're going to do the same for this side. So this is where we made our last double crochet. Counting from the next stitch, count 33 stitches, and in the very next stitch we're going to add a stitch marker, and between these two stitch markers we're going to slip stitch our handle. Our bag is now ready to use. Thank you so much for watching. The written pattern and the material has been linked below in the description box. Here are some similar tutorials you may enjoy. See you next time.